Hey everybody, I am so glad you're here. My name is Adrienne, and today we are going to talk about how to make a highlight reel for a product. This is going to be a 3-part series. Today we're going to be talking about the pre-production. How do you plan for a shoot like this? The next video coming up will be the actual production, and you'll get to see me set up the shoot and do some recording. And then the final video in the series will be a tutorial of me walking you through how I edited the 10 to 15 second highlight reel. The product that I'm going to be using as an example is this, the Capri Blue Volcano candle. It smells delightful. It comes in this tin with this really pretty blue design. Now, usually in pre-production, you want to make something called a storyboard. A storyboard is a document where you draw out every single shot you want to get on set. Usually, a storyboard is critical because it keeps you on track. It's your guideline. Each shot is a guidepost, getting you from beginning to end of your story. It helps you to not overshoot, and then you wind up with far too much footage in post-production. But it also helps you to not accidentally miss the most critical shot you were hoping to get while filming. Now, today is a little bit different. I am not going to be doing a formal storyboard for a shoot like this. I am, however, going to be doing a shot list. I'm going to be taking some notes of different angles that I want, different movements that I want to capture, and different ways to play with my lighting. And then I'll be taking those shots and that footage into post-production to edit the reel together. I don't think I'm in danger of getting too much footage, and I'm going to do my best to not have too little either. I'm going to have plenty of options to choose from. I thought I'd start this video here on this table. This is my dining room table. This is where I have filmed all of my overhead videos so far here on YouTube. And I thought I'd start here because the very first thing that I thought to address on a shoot like this is, what background do I want for this candle? And I immediately thought of my dining room table because this is where I always am. But part of me just kind of wants to mix things up. Let's shoot somewhere else. Let's find a different background. Let's have some fun. So if I'm not going to be recording on my dining room table, I immediately thought of this table. This is our coffee table. My husband recently made it for us. I thought of it because it has this beautiful walnut, I learned, wood grain, and I thought it could be a nice background. Seeing it here on camera, I'm not sure I like the difference in the materials. And I'm also not sure that I like such a distinct pattern here and then such a distinct pattern there. And they're so different. I want this to pop. I don't want people to be distracted by the background. So I'm not sure, but I don't think this table's going to work. Now this, yes, I love this. This is an end table that we have. It's also in our living room. And I'm sure it's faux marble, but it has this nice pattern running through it. We're all familiar with this material. You know it's cold to the touch. We know tin is cold to the touch. I really like how these two go together. I think the white makes the blue really pop. I don't think these lines are distracting from the pattern on the side of the candle. I love it. So this is the table that I'm recording on. The tripod will go there. And that's my subject, that's the candle. I have a lamp here that I'm definitely going to be turning off. I don't want to be competing with sunlight or my own lighting and the color of this light bulb. Sunlight and my lights are a different color than this. This is a tungsten light. It's going to be a little bit orange. These are windows. This table is right up against the wall, and then I have two big windows right here. Depending on the time of day, the sun crosses in this direction, and I might wind up with some sun on my table. So I'm going to be closing those blinds to make sure I don't get any direct sunlight on the table, any hot spots. And also the blinds might cast shadows and make lines on the table that I don't want. Now I'm also going to get a plate that we have. It's a nice wooden plate. It does have a nice grain on it, and I'm gonna sit it upright up against this lamp to have a nice background for the candle should I need it. I can use it to cover up the lamp, the wall, the blinds from the windows if necessary. And then the other little trick that I'm going to try is I'm going to get a piece of computer paper and use it as a reflector. I'm going to move it around the candle, maybe move it this way over the candle, and just manipulate the light and how the light is bouncing off that tin in order to simulate movement. The last piece of this setup is the lighting. I'm probably going to put the light stand over here, and I have a small light that's going to go overhead. For this shoot, I am interested in getting some highlights and some shadows off of the material the candle is in, that tin. I'm interested in using that material to my advantage, and an overhead light is going to hopefully give me some highlights and some shadows to be able to play with. As for something like a shot list, the tripod's gonna go here. I'm gonna film this way, I'm gonna raise it up and film down. I might move the tripod over here or over here, but because the candle's a circle, I'm not really sure doing that's gonna give me interesting angles that this wouldn't. I will tilt, I will pan, I might move the candle over to this side of the frame and then move it over here to this side of the frame. I do have these two big chairs here in my living room and over here, and they're movable if I want to move the tripod over here or over there. But again, because the candle is small, I can move it around on the table, and it's a circle with a continuous pattern on it. I'm not really sure that moving the tripod here and here is gonna give me anything that I can't get from just keeping it right there and moving the candle kind of around on the table. A big key for a shoot like this is to do as many different things as you can. Don't stop yourself from shooting and recording something. You can always put it in the computer when you're sitting down to edit and make the decision then about whether it works or whether it doesn't. But if you don't capture it, then you'll never know. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Another video is going to be coming out in a few days, and you'll be able to see the production and me actually setting this drawing, this chicken scratch up and recording. And then, like I said, following that, there will be one more video coming out that's a tutorial on how I edited together the final reel. So if you'd like to see any of those, if you'd like to be notified about any of those, then I hope you'll subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you've ever had to make your own shot list or done your own pre-production for a product highlight reel, and share what that experience was like with all of us. And I'll see you in the next one.